Places can be found in all sorts of different places, and would you believe, old churchyards, or at least that's the idea. The Living Churchyards project is a nationwide scheme to improve largely disused churchyards into excellent places for birds, bees, butterflies, small mammals and flowers. So earlier on this morning I went to St Giles Churchyard in Stanton St Quintin, where I met Liz Cullen and Ivan Randall, coordinators of the project at St Giles.
It's basically keeping the churchyard tidied as far as we can, but also maintaining it as a place for wildlife, which is what it's really all about.
And it's an unusual idea to use a churchyard as almost a habitat for wildlife, but where did that idea come from?
Well, I think more and more we're losing sort of rural habitats, and hedgerows are being grubbed up, and churchyards are a really a sort of natural environment that are scattered all over the country and can be used as little havens, so that we can create spaces for wildlife to thrive when out in the country maybe some of the habitats are being lost.
But I mean, where we are now at St Giles Church, looking around, there are, you know, tombs and gravestones here as well. So how does that fit in with this being a place also of memorial? I think we have to be very sensitive to that. It's a place of historic interest, it's a place of worship, and it's, as you say, a place of quiet contemplation for people who've passed on. So when we plan what to do in the churchyard, we take that into account. And also, if you're starting up a new project, you have to be very sensitive to the feelings of local people in the village who maybe not even be churchgoers. And Ivan, in terms of how you go about transforming this area and looking after it, and then also making it a place for wildlife, how does that happen?
We started off with 4 regimes. We start with long grass, a spring meadow and a summer meadow, and some areas which are kept cut low all the time. We have areas where we let the spring flowers flourish and we cut them in May, June, which is about now, and then we have areas where we let the summer flowers flourish. We cut them until May and then let them grow on through till September, and then we cut them late in the year. So it wasn't just a higgledy-piggledy start. We did formulate a management plan which is supported by the Wiltshire Wildlife Trust, the Bishops of Bristol and Salisbury, also Wiltshire Churches Together, and the Social Responsibility in Wiltshire. So we've got quite a good backup team behind us, as well as ourselves, which is a network of people that come along 10 times a year to help out here on the work.
And we can hear birds tweeting in the background. I mean, for what you're planting, what are you expecting to see here, and what would you like to see thrive here?
Well, in the porch there we have our species list, so we have over 100 different flowers and grasses growing here now, and butterflies, quite a few of the normal butterflies you expect to see, and some more unusual ones. We've had holly blues flying already this year, orange tips, brimstones, green veined whites, small whites as you would expect, and large whites, so it's quite a habitat for different species. And we've done small mammal trapping to see what we've got, because you don't normally see the small mammals. So we've got bank voles, shrews, wood mice here. We have a species list for moths as well, so we send all these off to the Biological Record Centre to see how our management is influencing the species on site, more or less.
And Liz, how do locals react to what you're doing here? I mean, is there support for this, or do people want to see the church very much left as it is?
There are one or two, to be honest, who would like to see it, sort of regimented, neat and tidy. But because we've worked quite hard to get people on board, including we've saved up and with the help of the church produced a lovely interpretation board which explains what we're doing throughout the year. So by talking to people and making sure that they understand, the whys and wherefores of what we're doing here, I think we've managed to keep down most of the protests. And once people come and see exactly what's happening and see what a valuable resource we've got, there aren't many people who don't understand what goes on here, fortunately. And we would welcome people to come and have a look. That's the important thing, I think. Just come and see what we're doing here, and maybe even get involved, because it's a great way to keep fit. You might hear in the background, but probably there's a gym that is in the school, which is great, but I cannot understand why people don't want to come out in the open air and get some sort of green gym exercise, because it's a great way to keep fit. It does wonderful things for the environment, and as you say, it broadens the usage of a church area into something which is vital for the environment.
So walking into the church, and here we've got the notice board of things you have been doing. Importantly, Ivan, your next meeting, when you're next out here.
Our next meeting will be on Saturday, June the 16th from 9:30 till 12. Anybody's welcome to come along just for a chat, or if they feel like helping out, or if they want to find out how to manage a church.